BetOnline is your number one source for all your summer sports this season, from MLB, golf, NBA, and NHL playoff stats. All the latest stats, news, and scores are available to you to follow your favorite teams. So get the latest odds and lines, including the latest team matchups, player props, and odds on just about every sport out there. Head to the website today or use your mobile device to get in the action. BetOnline, where the game starts. All right, so we spoke yesterday about the pay-per-view. So the pay-per-view, right? And the crowd was electric. They were popping. The first match was just turned into the blood fight against Randy Orton and everything. They couldn't stop. They went out there, started fighting before the bell. So all just comes out there and says no DQ now. Just anything goes. The crowd popped on that. Bro, the crowd was literally popping on every single thing to start the show off. Like if there was a spot, they just started popping. Okay, so they do this brawl and they put. And I will say this, and you tell me if you disagree with this or agree. I did not like the way they layered this. Okay, because it started off and Orton KO immediately got on Solo and Tama.
Right.
Okay, and they were on them for 5 minutes before the heels finally stopped them from it and settled things out and then started getting heat. Okay? I would have had a good, minute of the heels jumping, heels getting a little bit of heat, and then a spot to turn around and then get the 5 minutes of comeback on them before you, started, and then they settled in and to have the match. And the match was just, there's a no DQ brawl, so, trash cans and all that. But Solo gave the spike to Owens, and they win the match, and they put the heels over. And, time out. So there's the finish at the end. They hit him with the stunner, and there's a shot online where the new Bloodline guy comes out from under the ring, but he was very briefly late. So the referee did the 1-2, and hoping that the guy was going to be there because he couldn't see him. The referee, Konnan, starts rolling out of the ring as if the guy was pulling him, but that's a different camera shot. You never saw that. All you saw was the referee getting pulled out because they covered it on the camera angle, right?
Oh,
but the guy was late, like getting there to pull the referee out of the ring, and the referee had to make it audible and just roll out himself, and then the guy was finally there to pull him out. But very, very lucky that he wouldn't later than that because it would have looked absurd. But what did you think of this match?
Really good. I thought this would have, even though we had a super hot crowd.
Real quick, but by the way, so the guy that came out was Tama Tonga's brother.
Right, Tonga Loa.
Tonga Loa, yeah.
Right. And so what was I saying? I'm sorry. Oh, so even though the crowd was really hot, how they started this match and who was in it would have popped the crowd anywhere.
Right.
This was a really good way to start off the show.
Right.
These four guys had just been, and then, all the producers came out with Aldous, and Aldous makes it a street fight. That's where Shane Helms came out, Disco, and Petey Williams, and I was hoping they'd get RKO'd and stunned.
Right.
And I think anytime they do come out, the wrestlers should take it upon themselves to hit Jamie Noble, Shane Helms, or Petey Williams with your finishes.
Right.
Whoever's in the
I saw some pictures and video of looked like Shane got roughed up in the corner a little bit. Everybody was piling in, and he was the one caught in the corner. So.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, once he made it a street fight, it made it even more exciting for the fans because it's the very first match. You're seeing kendo sticks, garbage cans, the steps, etc. And it looked like KO was about to win, and Tonga Loa made his debut. Then he hit him with a Samoan spike. It was really weird. You very rarely hear them singing Orton's song, and they sang it. It sounded cool. I like that RKO on the table. And then that Fisherman Buster off the third straight through the bed of chairs.
That was absurd. Why are they doing that? You can do that, but that's you could seriously. If the chair fell wrong and one of those things spikes you, I don't know. I'm not a fan of that.
When you're younger, you don't think like that.
Well, bro, Tama Tonga's 41 years old.
But he's debuting, bro, and he wants to make a good impression. Like Sting. Sting didn't have to do none of that. Right. But he wanted to show everybody, hey, I can still go. I still got it. I'm getting paid a lot, and I'm around a lot of young risk takers. I better do something,
right. Right. So the next match is a three-way Bayley, Naomi, and Tiffany Stratton. Good. these girls all were good. Stratton just looks like she belongs.
Right.
She doesn't miss anything.
Can you believe she's been in the business 2 years, guys?
Yeah. Naomi looks. I like Naomi's work. However, she does a lot of stuff good. However, she does her thigh slapping looks terrible.
Yeah.
She did the playful slap on the thigh. And
right.
You do all that. So you know what it reminds me of? The guy from The Acclaimed. That all his work is great, but every time he kicks, he's slapping his side. It looks ridiculous. So she should quit that out. To be honest with you, but Bailey went over the double roll up with her and Naomi, and then after the match, since Naomi and Bailey are friends, still they hug even after they lost. So she lost. So I don't know. I wasn't a fan of the hugging after the match. I would have rather a little bit of heat there is what I would have hoped, and have her have a bunch of people that she's got issues with. So next is Damian Priest against Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight.
Okay, let me just say this about this match. After following such a great match, I wasn't sure if they could follow it, but they did. They all had their A game. Samantha Irvin, the ring announcer, did a great job to make it like a big match feel. You know what I'm saying? They were chanting left and right to all the girls. They were really into this. She got a great response during her entrance. They all did, bro. The crowd was lighting up their phones. Good ambiance and good match.
So the next match was Priest and Jey Uso, and I'm just going to tell you guys, it was a good match. But the story of this match was that Priest had told the guys, his Judgment Day guys, stay out of this. I want to do this alone, right? So of course JD McDonough comes out to help because when Priest is in some peril, Priest is looking at what are you doing here? So they start that, and he's I'm trying to help you. They try to interfere. Balor comes over the barricade, and just they're all interfering. The numbers outnumber Jey Uso, and they go over. After the match, McDonough and Balor start getting some heat on Jey Uso, and Priest pulls him off because he's like, "Well, I didn't watch you guys here," but then he stands over and he makes him raise his hands afterward. But they didn't. He stopped them from getting the heat on Jey Uso after the match. So, what did you think of this?
Well, great entrance by Jay, super over. I mean, that entrance that he kind of does, almost like reminds me a little bit of Public Enemy when they were in ECW, is super over. Every time he punched or kicked, everybody would go yeet, which,
right.
Or the one that you don't like, this one, Disco, we're going
to get into this in a minute.
Yeah, I am not a big fan of that, but they love it.
Oh.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
Disco, do you also dislike the wave? Would you participate in the wave?
Actually, let's get into this now. Okay, I made a comment that, bro, I think this was the match that I got so annoyed when I was watching this on Saturday night that I just stopped watching because the crowd was getting too annoying.
Right.
Okay. And I went on Twitter and said, we talked about this, but I said this, sorry, but this crowd is annoying. I got ratioed. Everybody's mad at me because of my opinion of me thinking the crowd was annoying. And they said, well, you've never wrestled in front of a hot crowd before? Now I want to make a point here. Okay. Konnan, could you understand what the wrestlers were, or what do you call it? The what's their names?
Stuff and everything.
Okay. Well, what they were chanting. Could you understand what they were chanting?
No.
All right. Well, I said it's annoying, okay? And they were in French, and one of the reasons it was annoying because it was in French. Well, I've got the English translation of the chants they were chanting, okay? And if they were chanting in English, I think everybody would have agreed with me that this is the most annoying crowd in the history of wrestling, all right?
All right.
So when they were doing the un, deux, simplemente deux. That's 1, 2, only 2. Then the crowd would go, simplemente deux, simplemente deux, simplemente deux. Okay,
only
like
2?
Only 2. Only,
Right.
okay. And then they start chanting.
That is annoying.
Right? That is annoying, okay? So they would also be chanting, "C'est pas gentil, c'est pas gentil." You know what that means? Nice.
Oh.
It's not nice. It's not. So then they were kidding for the Uso Priest match. C'était méchant. C'était méchant. You know what that means?
No.
It was nasty. It was nasty. Now imagine if that was English and like we were
Right.
hearing that from a crowd. You would think this is the biggest geeks ever. Okay.
Right.
That's the old ECW chant. Okay. "Das la pote." So when they threw a guy into the post and he hit the post, the Fred shouted into the post. "Das la pote." Clap, clap, okay. Then they did a wee. This is the one
that has the most heat with you.
Okay.
Is this it?
So this is the most annoying one. They would randomly start singing this song throughout the show. Okay.
Right.
Es Vermont, phenomenal, la 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 la, whatever that is, right? The phenomenal, la la la. You know what they were singing?
Something is great.
He is truly phenomenal. La 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 la.
Yeah, AJ was very over.
They're singing that throughout the show.
Right.
Like in just random spots on the thing and everything. He's phenomenal. La 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 la. I'm like, so after hearing Konnan, what these fans were chanting, okay, do you agree with me that this was an annoying crowd?
100%, especially the chants. But that's France. They eat snail. What can you really say about
Yeah, I mean, I think the world altogether has agreed that the French are annoying in general, right? Isn't that the thing?
Right.
So
the French people from Delco. No.
Right.
At least Delco has some war heroes.
No, they don't.
Okay.
Sure they do.
So,
who are they?
One of the guys from Bandit Brothers. We don't need to dig into it.
So I did the so then we go to the tag match, and this was Kari Sane and what's her name? Sane and Asuka against Belair and Jade Cargill, and the same about what you expect. They made Jade look great. Belair did most of the work, but Jade Cargill came in and actually did a great finish with the KO. Well, Belair, so they like so Jade. So both of them are super strong.
Right.
These are little girls, so they could throw them around and everything and all that. Right. So she picked her up and like flipping her around Jade Cargill until she hit her finishing on her, and then they did the Belair did the KOD onto the other girl, and a very decisive clean win by the babyface. What'd you think of this? The way they split this up? It was only the match was only it was 17 minutes, but like how much was Cargill in there? Not like definitely not the majority of the 17 minutes. What do you think of this?
Right. Well, I've never really been impressed when larger people like when Nia Jax or Braun Strowman or Jade throw around people that are way lighter than them or smaller than them. I'm like, what's the big deal? But that finish was cool because I think she tried to go into a wheelbarrow suplex and then she popped her up and then caught her in the hold and then hit her. It looked really cool, and they're really taking care of Jade. She's not really doing much except power moves.
Yeah. So then we go to the main event, which was AJ versus Cody. So not much to really talk about other than it was the match was actually better than the fact that the crowd was popping for literally everything, it kind of made the match work a little bit more because like you knew that AJ wasn't going to win, but you wouldn't have known that from the crowd because they were just with all the 1-2 counts and everything. They were just with everything. So, but Cody went over with the they did like a top rope Cody cutter on him, a diamond cutter thing that was looked really like a high degree of difficulty on that. You know what I'm saying? And then he hit the crossroads and beat him. What'd you think of this?
I don't think, good way to end the show. I don't think there was a bad match. I only think the Priest match was a little slow. And this match was great. The people obviously, like the other matches, are super into it. I like when they did the 2 callbacks where Cody smacked AJ after AJ had smacked him on SmackDown. And then when he did the cartwheel and he did the Stardust with his hands, good match. What else can you say? They really built up, they took a lot of big bumps and they were hitting their signature moves and they built up to the finish. I love the part where the camera was shaking with the crowd. Did you see that?
Yep.
That was great. The fans made this had a great show. I don't think there was one bad match. There was only 4 of them, which I like, instead of having 9 to 12.
Okay, so that was that's been our pay-per-view review from Backlash.
Was it?
Yes. There's no other matches, right? That's Cody.
Right. Yeah, it was just 4 matches, which I liked.
We got the
they were all good. You don't have 9 to 12 matches. How many matches were there? 4?
Yeah, 4.
Yeah. Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.